What's up, y'all? It's Shuffle. Today is the 14th. This is the Coven patch day, and we got some notes. Patch will go live at 9 a.m. PDT, which is actually right now. I am foregoing streaming in an effort to do the patch notes. Siege of the Coven. It's a free module for Kingdoms. Standalone grand campaign strategy of Darkest Dungeon 2. The module adds a complete new enemy faction and associated questline. Take care as you engage this new enemy, as things may not always appear as they truly are. I wonder if that's a reference to Darkest Dungeon 1. Because when you start trying to beat the game, the Ancestor says you'll see things as they truly are. I don't know if that's coincidental or not. I mean, it is John. John might have been on the up and up. We hope you enjoy this free update, which not only expands upon Kingdoms, also brings quality of life improvements to both game modes. If you'd like to show Red Hook support the second free Kingdoms update, we hope you'll consider picking up the Infernal Supporter Pack, which is also available now on PC. I will show you what this is in a minute. This pack includes some truly special cosmetics that our artists have crafted for heroes and the Stagecoach. Some community requested features. We are fortunate enough to have such an engaged community, and we're excited to be including some new features that were directly requested by many of you since the release of Kingdoms. In-item storage. Ability to store items at inns. It's kind of tucked away in like a corner, but it's there. So it starts with 3, it can be upgraded, and that way you can, if there's stuff you want to hold on to, like it's just not good now, it'll be good way later. And you don't want to just put it on your heroes, because that is something you can do. You can put them on your heroes too and just travel around, but now you can just go throw them all into one of the inns. And I forget which tree this is a part of. I want to say the Wainwright, which I just made a video talking about in upgrades, and this definitely, if it is in the Wainwright, it definitely changes some of the power level of that one. Kingdoms sell items at Hoarder. You can now sell items at Hoarders. Only recover a small amount of the original value, but it's still something. And there you go. Kingdom start option for Paz. I wasn't totally in favor of this, but it's fine. Here's the thing. I will not stand in the way of this. It definitely adds a layer of strategy and stuff like that. It's totally great. It's just, as it was right now, I didn't think that outside of the old paths like Arsonist Alchemist, that Wanderers were that bad to carry around, but we'll see how it goes. For Hero Paths, starting options at the Crossroads, Wanderer, Random, or Full Selection. The Random is going to be chaotic. Path comparisons. This was a nice one. I saw this in feedback a couple times. When looking at a path on the Crossroads or elsewhere, you'll see information to differentiate it from the current active path that you have. Party selection helper. After you select your main party, you can use shift and right click on the heroes to add or remove them from the Kingdoms map roster to start. I doubt I will use this frequently, or if I do, it'll be like something really small. Like, I don't think like I'll need to grab 12 people or whatever, 8 people down at the bottom, but you can definitely grab quite a few, or you can grab up to 8 at least. So I'm assuming you can pick like 1 or 2 and then it randoms the rest, which is totally cool. You can just make sure you get the healers, for example. Narration. As many of you know, our beloved narrator Wayne June passed away after the initial Kingdoms launch in January. He has delivered iconic readings for Darkest Dungeon for a decade, and we want the legacy of his performance to remain untouched. As such, we will not be training an AI model, recasting the academic, or attempting to recreate his voice in any way. His work stands for itself, and we are eternally grateful to have had such an incredible collaboration with him. Kingdoms Modules 2 and 3 will not add any further work from Wayne. Consider this a moment of silence in his honor. It's honestly beautiful. Because, what is it? A lot of people are asking for AI Wayne. For one thing, I don't think Wayne wants that. I know Chris definitely doesn't want that. Chris is vehemently against AI. So it's good that at least they're addressing it. And recasting him, I didn't know if that was possible or not, so I guess they're not going to do that either. So it looks like just the rest of Kingdoms is going to be without Wayne. As sad as it is. So we're going to have no Ancestor for a bit. We don't know if they're going to add new content later with a new character, or if this is just going to be kind of the end of DD2, because the way Red Hook at least talked about their games with Darkest Dungeon 1 is they usually focus on like a 5-year cycle. It was in an old interview, I can't remember which one, but Darkest Dungeon 1 was about 2014 to 2019. That's about a 5-year cycle. And then Darkest Dungeon 2's been about 2020 to 2025. It's a 5-year cycle. So if the game's still doing well, they're going to keep making more content. They said that. But if they feel so inclined, I mean, getting all your Kingdoms modules and maybe like another character and some of the reworks to finish up, and then I think that might be it for Darkest Dungeon 2. Definitely have no inside info on that, but I would not be surprised if that was the case. And mod support. We're getting a patch 2. Thank you to our players on Discord and our closed beta testers. That's me. We really want to deliver the Second Kingdoms modules close to the initial release as possible. General changes. We move the cosmetic buttons from the crossroads to a new tab on the character sheet. This is exactly how it was in Darkest Dungeon 1, and that is freaking fantastic, which means you can always just change your outfits whenever the hell you want. Go figure it happens when we get a cosmetic pack. I'm not. People have been asking for that for a long time. I just think it's really good timing that it comes with like a paid cosmetic. You must have unlocked cosmetic first for this tab to be accessible. That means you have to play some confessions. I guess for those of you that don't like confessions that much, to get access to the cosmetics, I believe you have to unlock each character in the altar, which takes like 3 candles per hero, and then you can buy all the outfits after that. You have to do it in that order. So probably costs maybe like 200 candles to do all that, but there you go. Escalation 3 Flame Drain has been reduced from 33 to 25. This means hopefully no Zero Torch sieges guaranteed. Greatly reduced the appearance chance of Gaunt Road battles in Escalation 3, so it's getting harder at the end. Gauge mounts in upgrade move from advanced to basic Wainwright. This is the pet attachment, and you'll see why. Horns of War Kingdom event removed effect that reduced day count by 1, increased the number of spawn sieges from 1 to 3. That is arguably more dangerous if you're like me and you're doing some stupid challenge where you only use limited heroes or no militia. Beleaguered Kingdom event, update description to reference all factions, not just beastmen. That's fantastic. I don't remember exactly what it does, but it's good that it's not faction locked. All buffs from hero upgrades will now appear in the conditions tab on the character sheet. Okay. Remove taunt from most random negative token effects. Taunt will be applied from specific effects such as those from True Entropy. This is honestly, I know it's got the direction badge, so that means it was a community thing, but I actually disagree with this change just because like I don't know what else I can say to tell people that taunt is a problematic token as it currently stands. To the point where Drummer had it, everyone hated it, it got removed from Drummer. I think it was an anatomical map could randomly taunt someone, and that's dangerous because it did negative tokens when you hit enemies, I think. And giving them taunt was a risk you ran because you're thrown out blind and vulnerable all the time. Now it's just upside outside of the, I think, like 5% chance of a positive. So they keep making taunt less of an issue for the player to engage with, and it's still like really problematic for design in general, but who knows if that'll ever change. Updated creature den story choice that exchanges food for blight related debuff to match the choice description. The debuff is changed from enemy reduced blight res. Enemy gain 3 blight on combat start. I don't even know if that's better. I guess it's better because if you don't have any blight dealers, then that debuff doesn't matter. So I guess that's an improvement, but I mean, the creature den enemies have pretty high blight resist normally, so we'll see what happens. Difficulty, pure random skill assignment. Yes, finally. Look, man, the mystery skills were a really cool idea. It was a good experiment, but I think everyone was limited to like 4 pools, and it was, I think the choice was like, one category was A, B, and then another category was like B or C, D. You know, so it'd be like one of these two, and then like one extra. I think it was something weird. If you look at the wiki, you can see all of the combinations, but they were not that random. But now you can do this thing where you have purely random skills. You can get all human or all beast skills for Abomination. You can get like the no attack Flagellant. So really excited for that. Starting paths option allows players to start with wanderer paths, random paths, or full selection. Did I not read that? I might have just read it to myself when I was going through here. Okay. Infernal Flames now add candles. Fantastic. There's going to be a victory lap here in a sec, but you know, a certain YouTuber made a certain video, and this was one of the things that was stated. Fragile Flame, honestly one of the least fun flames in the group, now is a lot less insufferable. So now you get 2 random positives, and they can like neutralize each other. So you can get like a positive like plus speed, and then like a negative minus speed, and you can just get nothing. So that's kind of cool though. At least it's random and a little more fun for that. Orbital class max health debuff lasts only 1 region instead of 3. In Kingdoms, I'd rather it last 3, but I understand just because the Orbital class is a very powerful item. So it's okay to be punished for using something as good as knocking out 3 negative quirks. But I won't stand in the way. If this is something that makes the game better and people have fun, that's totally fun. Now, we're going to stop and we're going to talk a moment. So, I made a video about a month ago, and I critiqued some things in the game, not just from what I felt, but from what people have said in my stream chat, or random things I read in Discord, things I read in the Steam reviews. So, one of them was just how overtuned the spiders were compared to every other creature den faction. Get 4 worms or 2 worms, 2 dogs, not really a problem. It's a little dangerous, you know, they can hit you with some good damage, bleed, disrupt you, and stuff like that, but the hardest mash by far in any creature den was always quad spiders. By far. And some of you may be saying, well, it's okay if there's like a super hard enemy. And yes, it's okay if there are tough enemies, but at the same time, you know, if you want the entire creature den to have like an equalized threat level, then one enemy shouldn't be blatantly stronger than the rest. Like a quad spider mash was way worse than fighting the elite monster Gander. So hopefully this helps Gander kind of cement itself as being like the threat, you know, like the top threat. And they're not even big nerfs. Weber HP reduced from 12 to 10. The spiders got 1 tapped in the first game, so this is cool. Starting dodge reduced from guarantee 2 to 1 to 2, 50% of the time, totally fine. Weber vulnerable reduced from 2 to 1. Thank freaking goodness, because the web attack stunned comboed, which gave the spitters guaranteed crits if they spit onto a combo target. And you got vuln. So you would get hit for like a regular spit that doesn't crit, it's like 3 or 4 damage plus blight. You get crit spit, it's like 11 plus a 3x5 blight. Just night and day difference. Very annoying. So even if there weren't the spitters, you know, 2 vuln's really dangerous in a fight that's just slamming you with damage over time the whole time, and worms that can get crit tokens, you know. It's tough. Especially if your altar is not fully unlocked or you're rather new to the game, it's a bit overbearing. Even here, it's still going to be difficult, but hopefully just not frustrating. Spitter HP reduced from 14 to 12. Spitter starting dodge plus reduced from 2 guaranteed to 1 to 2. So, yeah, I'll save the last thing I'm going to say for later here. Altar no longer displays Altar of X skills in the Academic View and Kingdoms mode. Altar fixed an issue of the Academic Tooltip for Bone Weaving, showing an additional empty target selection. I never noticed. Hollow Vessel, famously stated as never changing, has finally been nerfed. Hollow Vessel now deals 2 stress instead of 3. Fantastic. Cardinal Entropic star damage increased from 4 to 7 to 6 to 8. Fantastic. Yawning Void stress damage increased from 1 to 1 to 2, 25% of the time. This is honestly as close to perfect as I can think of, because now it makes it so out of the 3 abilities Cardinal has, like this one isn't just like up here in difficulty and the other 2 are like down here. Now it's like everything's kind of even. Everything is an equal threat, which is cool. And what I want to say here, especially because all these have the direction token or whatever, a lot of people just got mad when I made that video. And, you know, a lot of people didn't want to wrestle with the ideas. They're just like, Shuff's complaining, he's just whining and all that. And what I want to say is this is kind of an ends justify the means scenario, where you can say I was complaining, you can make up any other thing you want to say about me, but I don't think anyone's going to deny that I am trying my hardest to make this game as good as it can be. Sometimes that requires being a little critical, which is what that was. Like, I didn't say anything mean in that video. I was just critical. I laid it out bluntly, and I gave examples as best I could. So, if stuff happens with this, like, you know, Red Hook kicks me out of the entire club and I never get to play Darkest Dungeon again, or whatever, I'm sure some people will be ecstatic. Like, oh, Shelf's gone, yay, finally. That dude, it's like, I was trying my best to make the game better for everyone because I love this series with all my heart. And I love the players, and I want them to keep playing. I want them to buy DD1. I want them to buy 2. I want them to buy whatever game Red Hook makes next, and buy all the DLC, okay? This game has been so good to me in my life that I want everyone to enjoy it as well. So if people want to misconstrue me being slightly critical as me being a complete asshole for clicks, maybe take a step back. Maybe think about what I'm saying instead of how I'm saying it. And realize that I am doing my best to help everyone. They could ban me from playing this game tomorrow. I doubt they will, but they could ban me tomorrow. People gloat, take a victory lap and all that, and it's okay. I will know that I did my best. So, I guess what I want to say is, leave me alone. Thanks. Confession bosses. Log tokens used by Shackle Denial are now colored orange instead of blue. This is great. So, because you can't remove them. They're not like the hunger token where you can, use holy water. So, perfect. Good job. Fix an issue where Fishfolcator effects were not properly applying. That's wild. I never noticed. I don't usually care too much about the hater quirks, so that's good. Fix an issue where the damage reduction component of hater quirks was not properly applying. Ooh, okay. Mods. We have enabled basic mod support for Kingdoms. Does that mean we can make custom maps yet? We can make custom maps. So freaking sick. So sick. Sick. So excited. All right. I'm going to log into DD2, and I'm going to show you the cosmetics. So I'll see y'all in a sec. All right. Really exciting stuff here. So the cosmetic pack is only, I believe, $5, which is a number as far as supporting goes, but I mean, you know, if you love Darkest Dungeon, these are actually very much worth it. So with I forget what this freaking tab is. So it's up here, all the way up here. So cosmetics. Now you get to see all your palettes. Very cool. You don't have to cycle through them. Everyone got the infernal setup, the infernal palettes and weapons. So they look like cultists in terms of the effects. How cultists have the ink fire, you know, coming off of them, and the other like void touch looking effects and stuff like that. All of the heroes get these now, and they look freaking sick. You can't see it too well here, but really nice shading. Got the ink fire effect, and then changing the knife. This is like half a pair of shears or something like that, which is cool. Oh wait, I didn't notice. She gets different bottles. Look at these bottles in the bag. Oh god, so sick, right? Why are they all yellow? You know what? I'm gonna say they're Mountain Dew. PD's just stocked up on Mountain Dew and ready to go. Audrey. Get a little bluish silver hair. You know, get a cool knife. Some of them have references to the cultists, like directly. Like this upside down skull, this is kind of like Exemplar. Is it Exemplar? Yeah, it looks like Exemplar, right? Because it's got like the big up there. What's another one? Highwayman. Arguably looks the best, you know. Good job, Highwayman. Good job, Chris. The knife. And let's see, we got the pistol. Looks like a kind of a normal pistol for him, but you know, definitely good. Just I'm so impressed with like the shading here, like the little lighting effects, and then the ink fire, obviously. So really sick. Man-at-Arms looks almost like a 40k character. And then this shield, dude, this shield's such an upgrade. I mean, the rest of the shields are okay. Like this one's fine. This is alright. This is alright. Look at that though, and look at the mace. It's all kind of like squiggly, like big spikes. They definitely went pretty hard on Barristan here. And not sure which cultist this is referencing, because it still looks upside down. Like these are the eyes and this is the nose, right? And it's a big spike. Hellion, I forgot what hers looks like. Oh, we got the nice bluish white stripes. Oh, she almost gets a deacon axe. That's what I liked about this one. Like, the axe looks so good. Who's next? Gestor. A little bit light up here, but the sickle here looks pretty cool. And, let's see. Interesting choice for a loot. I can't tell what the front looks like from here. But, something to note also, when you play these skins in a run, it's not just like the ink fire. Like when they wind up with their weapons and stuff, there will be like blue flames and other really cool stuff that happens. So this is definitely worth the $5. Leper looks absolutely gorgeous. The sword is, you know, it almost looks fixed. It almost looks intentionally like, you know, the break isn't, it just broke somewhere and it's all chipped. It's like, no, this is actually supposed to be cut right there. And Leper looks absolutely incredible. Occultist should be a good one, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Look at that tome, too. What else does he have for the tome? Okay, that's the Ritualist tome. And then the upside down face again. You got the squiddy Cthulhu looking skull. It's not quite in his hand. That's probably a visual bug. Like they need to move that forward, right? Yeah, the rest are in his hand, so probably something Red Hook didn't catch, but I'm sure they'll fix that. Bonchan. I was really hoping they'd give her like silver hair so she kind of looks like a Devil May Cry character, like Nero or something. She's a fucking wizard. She is an absolute wizard, Harry. She may as well be, right? But the bottles look really cool too. The weapon kit really pops out on this. The outfit's alright, the weapon kit definitely good. Vestal looks amazing. The mace is so good here. Got your double skull action. And this is the most 40k looking thing I've seen right here, outside of like maybe the Confessor one. But yeah, this in the grimdark future, the 40,000 first millennium. Legellants looks surprisingly tame. You know, this almost looks like, for him, it's like, yeah, he would look like this, you know. But the weapon, I like the weapon so much here. You get these little, kind of look like the occultist skull that he's holding almost, but you just get 3 of them, you know, and you swing them around. Anything else here? Looking at the bottom of this, I'm trying to look at the ring too. Oh, it's an iron crown. Of course it is, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Of course it's an iron crown. Enigmatic and ubiquitous. Duelist. Her 4th black outfit, but you know what? This one is really good. Oh, that's right. The arm guard on this is so nice. Look at that. The shoulder guard. Definitely cool. Kind of deaconish. And then I like the sword. Can't really see it too much because she holds it so low, but looks fantastic. That's kind of like a purple tint in her hair too. Ray Noodle. With a very awesome sword. It's kind of like just blends together. He looks a little, what is it, monochrome, and it's like one color, but he still looks really good. I like the contrast here. I like the darker outfit with like the white scarf. I believe Bounty Hunter gets one as well, so literally everyone gets something, which is awesome. So Abomination. That's just the outfits. And then the chain is freaking awesome. Like big spike chain, big cultist looking padlocks. So I guess I can pop to Kingdoms here and actually show Bounty Hunter as well. Show some Bahunter. And we get a new backdrop for the... Oh, okay. A new backdrop for the Kingdoms page. Looks much nicer with the blue and gold. It's probably the last Wayne line we're ever getting. I don't know if he did this one yet because we haven't seen it, but we get the Coven. Oh, it changes the background. Wow. Oh, this has to be red then, right? Oh, that's so cool. I didn't notice that. The trees twist obscenely, gnarled knuckles on ancient hands. The unseen threads of witchcraft are at work. Pulling at the seams of the kingdom, the Coven's subversion seeks to tangle the land with its blasphemous twine. And should it succeed, the toad, the snake, and the spider will delight in the blackened dawn. The little tree here with the hands hanging off it, this is a reference to DD1. The Wield had this as one of the backdrops. And this looks so cool with the background here. And so here's Virago. This is, I believe, Custo, and I forget what this one's called. And the Cauldron. So these are all 4 of your enemies right here. Or at least that they showed us. And man, I gotta pick everything before I can show off Bunter. BH does get it. Little Deacon Axe, mini Deek. So $5, you get skins and weapon outfits for the entire cast. Random party. And then it was what, shift right click? This shift click. That's a shift right click in the thing. I guess it's shift click, so you can... Oh, he's in the party. In the party. You see over here, oh, you can't, actually you can see it. So when you start checking those out, it starts resetting. Like, so you can have up to 8 selected, but like, let's say I just wanted BH, Flag, Brave Robber, and like Man-at-Arms. And Hellion too, of course. So let's see who the other 3 are. And also looking at the paths, Mezzo, gotta change that one. Chaplain, Survivor, Aspirant. So you can go through here and look at all your quirks and your paths, and that gives you like an extra layer of, thought process at the start. Venom Drop, Yellow Hands, Sergeant, getting some really spicy picks on the randoms. I would actually say some of those are the worst possible, but that's cool. Oh, yep, here's the random moveset. So this is a pretty normal setup for him. Let's see. Yes! He has 1 attack and it's Reap. Oh my god, this is... Look at the suffering. Look at the suffering that is set to happen now. This actually came out way better than it normally does. Just get Acid Rain. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's actually a great Survivor loadout. I mean, Dragonfly is kind of whenever, but Rainsack and Controlled Burn are usually your best buttons in that situation. We got no way to get up besides Binding Shadows, and then 2 ways to spend it. Leopard just has Bash, Intimidate. Bro, this is so good. I can't wait, dude. Not a bad loadout either. Not bad at all. And he's open main, look at that. Oh man, exciting stuff. Now, let us take a look at the wagon skins. For those that would likely ask, no, this is not a DLC wagon skin. This comes from beating the Infernal Vitrine, which is beating every act with every Infernal Torch, which is about 45 runs. So that's how you get this. With the new stuff, though, as you can see here, it's all after. So click. I haven't seen these yet, so these look really nice. A little bit of a kind of an autumn look with a bunch of scratches on the wagon. That's pretty cool. I just like this. Feels like the Valley, you know, the Valley wagon. And you get attacked by the Beastmen. You know, maybe that's what it's supposed to be like. Those all they don't really have pelts, do they? I don't know. That's pretty cool. The next one. The Crimson Court, dude! Yes! Mosquitoes! And the egg sacks is all from DD1. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. And then finally we have mushrooms. I'm assuming it's one for each Kingdom's Quest. They get a little bit of the spider thread that's from this one, and then a lot of mushrooms. I think that's the last one. Oh no, we get the gelatinous one too. Look at that. So now we're covered in gooey slime that's very, very mobile and undulating. So that's it. Those are the patch notes. That's the DLC. Very, very exciting stuff. And if you want to keep supporting the game, highly recommend buying the skin pack just because. Helps Red Hook, helps the game get more content, and there's no gameplay implications. It's just fun. So if you want to have some fun new outfits, there you go. All right, thanks for watching. Let me know what you're thinking down below in the comments. If there's any Coven related video stuff you want to see, also let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.